Mr. Dream on the mic, man. And I got my boy, the Mad Hatter, with me. What's up?
Son, I can't believe we haven't used this beat yet. Little DMX popping, son. Oh, man. What's going on, people? How's everybody doing out there? We are flying high this morning, being one day away from the weekend, one day away from Freaky Friday's dream. What's up? How was your night last night, kid?
Man, night was a little bit dusty as the Arizona Diamondbacks just did not come through for us. Bought them at -130, and I lost that. However, I did win the no-score first inning, and I put it out. I hope some people got down with that. They took Arizona to offset the cost. Arizona Diamondbacks, 2 in the bottom of the 8th, runners on second and third, couldn't score any runs. And in the 9th, bases loaded, no outs.
I know,
could not tie the game up, man.
Unbelievable. That Felix, what's his name there? Their pitcher there, Fernandez, Jose Fernandez, was off the charts, kid.
Yeah, Fernandez was good, man. Ray wasn't that bad either. But they did give up the 3 runs in the second inning, which was that was stomach achy-ish, because I was like, damn, man. And then I was looking for Arizona to come back the whole game, and they were fighting, fighting uphill. They did pull it to within 1 in the 4th. They scored 2 in the 4th inning, but then they gave up another 2 in the 5th. So it just was, they were just trying to run uphill most of the game, and it just didn't work out for them, and I am really sorry about that, as I thought they would cash, but hopefully you got the no-score first inning, and you didn't lose too much with that, but my bad on that. I really was thinking that they would get that win.
All good, man. All good. You just got to get ready for today, man, because I see a lot of games on the ticket, including 1, 2, 3, 4 during the day. Again, a couple of matinee plays, kids, so we got to get involved in, for me, plugging the Nasties and the Angels, I guess, worked out pretty well.
Right.
Not bad. The Nasties was a stomach ache, though, man. They were down 3-1 most of the game and came back in top. I want to say it was the bottom of the 8th inning and hit a 3-run home run to take the lead versus the Mets. And the L.A. Angels, kid, doing their thing again, bro.
That's what they do.
That's what they do, apparently, man. Covering another run line, kid. And but they did have an injury last night. I guess David Freese, their third baseman, went down with he's going to be on the DL with a fractured finger for a few weeks. So, but you know what? It just seems like they don't miss a beat, man. The pitching's been decent. They go on their little bit of streaks when they get a little dusty, but it doesn't last long. Yeah, I mean, it just seems like, you know what I mean? Like Trout was out the other night. This guy's going to be out for a minute. But, the pitching's been decent. The bullpen's been kind of dope. Obviously, the offense has been stellar. So, hey, you know what? It is what it is, man, with them. I mean, right now, you're looking at them at like 13-1 odds to win the World Series, kid. So, hey. And you know what? You know what's crazy is that they're equivalent to the Yankees. A lot of the analysts are starting to get on the Yankee bandwagon now all of a sudden.
Right.
I don't know about that, kid, but they're talking about maybe bringing Aroldis Chapman in now from the Reds, which would be an amazing addition to their lineup, to their team. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that, man. I know it's going to get kind of crazy, coming up next week, with the trade deadline and all that.
Yes, sir.
A lot of stuff starting to materialize, man. So as we get this information, we will be sharing it with you as the hashtag SBTVNation does. And if you guys have information that we don't have, please feel free to share it with us because, if we find out about some trades a little bit earlier, we could probably jump on some futures before these books adjust their lines. You know what I'm saying?
Want to thank everybody that's retweeting the show out there right now. We got my man Tip Talker who's coming on. He'll be on a little bit later in the hour. We got Sergio Rodriguez. Jerry Castani is out there as well. Irvin D. C. Rodriguez Jr. Volsky is out there. Marlon, Benjamin Rowe, JC. J. Rich DeMera. What's happening, brother? Tim Jones. Hockey Immortal. What's going on? Good to see you out there this morning. Tyrone Reed. My man Cousin Pete. What's going on, Cousin Pete? Oh, heartbreaker yesterday, player. Sarat King J. Soccer's finest. Jordy Best. Randomly unpredictable. And Justin Hernandez.
Definitely, man. You see what Yato said? Thank you very much for that, brother. We always appreciate that. That should have been for tomorrow, though, brother, because that one is pretty dope. So, dude, I guess the NBA is they're talking about readjusting their playoff system. Have you heard about this? So they're looking at revamping the playoff format. So they're looking at actually getting the top 8 teams in the respective conferences in the East and the West to be in the playoffs versus division winners. So you could actually win a division and not get the playoffs if this sticks.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
more.
like
It's
that.
more. I don't like it either. I think if you win a division, regardless how booty you are, you should get in the playoffs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Because you're all these teams are just beating up on each other in the respective divisions. So, I guess it gives it just kind of it would basically break up the seeding a little bit. Like for instance, the Portland Trailblazers, when they won their division, they were the minimum number 4 seed, but they had the 6th best record. So if it was a new format, they would have the 6th seed versus the 4. You know what I mean?
Right.
So and it's the same thing in the NFL. I mean, you saw the what was it? The NFC South last year was absolutely dreadful.
Dreadful.
Remember that? Dude,
Dreadful.
That was so bad.
It's generally you don't get it like that. Generally, you do get a few years here and there where you get a situation like last year with the NFC South, which was, like you said, absolutely dreadful. But you generally don't get it like that. So that's why I'm not willing to. I really don't like it in hoop. I mean, football is something maybe different you could talk about. I really don't like it in basketball, though.
I agree with you on that. I think they should just leave it, the way it is. You know what I mean? How about
Yes.
Clay Buchholz, dude, out several weeks with a strained right elbow. He's going to be gone for a little while, man. So, unfortunately, it is what it is. This is finally starting to surface on what's really wrong with him. David Peralta last night, speaking of the D-backs game, man, did you see him get hit in the head?
I did not.
Oh, dude, Fernandez whacked him in the head with the ball, dude.
Really?
I mean, it was just like, it was scary. It was scary. So,
What inning was that? I must admit,
oh,
I missed
man, that had to be in the middle of the game, like between the 4th and 6th inning. But I guess he walked off on his own power, and, they're just taking a look at him to see what happened. But let's see. KC Royals, Jason Vargas went out yesterday with a torn ligament in his elbow, the pitcher, man. So Tommy John surgery again, dude. All these guys are having it, man. If you guys don't know what Tommy John surgery is, it's basically when you tear a ligament in your arm and they use another ligament in your body to replace it. What they do is they kind of like sew it into the bone by drilling holes and stuff like that and replace it. But it takes you a while to come back. Because some of these guys have had 2 of them, Dream.
I know that.
And I want to say it was Brandon Beachy. I guess he's had 2 of them already. So it's kind of crazy, dude, how this whole package works. So, hey, I don't know, man. That's that'll keep you out for a little bit, man. Especially, I guess what it is, it's now, all these new pitches, how they're, the velocity of curveballs that they're doing, splitters and stuff like that. It's really kind of, making some ligaments tear, man.
Yeah, we had not to change pace, but also the United States lost yesterday in the COCOCAN, or however we were supposed to pronounce that, CAF, I think it is, Gold Cup, and they are highly disappointed. As cousin, we are disappointed too, especially me, as I did have $50 on them to win the whole thing. Cousin Peter came on and said that he really liked the U.S. And I'm a little bit disappointed in them losing, but hey, losses do happen. We know how that happens. So, man, yesterday was not that great of a day for me financially.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. What are you going to do, man? You know what I'm saying? You're getting a bankroll ready for football anyway, player.
This is true, but still, it would have helped if I would have got that little 2-piece, to boost me up a little bit.
Yeah,
but surprising big ups to Jamaica. I guess Jamaica beat U.S. I don't know if they, dropped off some weed or something before the game in the U.S. locker room. Got the U.S. players blown out.
I know. But hey, it is what it is, man. Taking a look at some updated future odds, guys, for the if you go on our website, what we do is we sniff through. I want to say right now we're showing about 7 different books, the best lines. We got 5 Dizzles on there. We've got Top Bet. Let me see what else. Just a bunch of them. But what we're gonna do, guys, next Wednesday. The date is. Let me just take a look at this. The day July 29th. Yours truly is going to do a sports book review. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break down about 8 different sports books. I'm going to break down the best and the worst of each. So, make sure you tune into that. That's next Wednesday, the 29th. I'll be breaking them all down. And Dream, you've played on a few of them. So
I've played on a lot of them.
Yeah, you played on a lot of them. So we could have the conversation and go back and forth.
No doubt.
I've heard. We'll get into this a little bit more, guys. Just be careful with Sportsbook AG. What I've understood is that they're changing their processing system for payouts. So payouts are like dragging, Dream. they're dragging. I actually, I've got some little bit of coin in there, so I actually called them up and say, yo, what's the deal? What's this all I'm hearing? Because I don't want to have no problems. You know what I mean? So so I got to the bottom of it. Basically, they're changing their processing system. So we'll get into all this next Wednesday, guys. So take a look at that. That'll be the 29th.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting show because I have some not ideas, but I have some recommendations as well. As I've been using online books, I'm the one who taught Hatter how to use them.
Yeah, you did.
I'm the one that's been using them for a very, very long time. And I got a couple of little rules of thumb that I use so that I stay not really being too aggravated as far as they're concerned. But it definitely be an informative show next week because I don't want nobody, I know from time to time I see somebody in here arguing or fighting with them and just a couple of little tidbits that'll keep you from being too agitated with them.
Right.
And as always, guys, it's always going to be easier to put the money on than to get it out.
Always, man. You got to jump through some hoops.
That's just like your bank.
Yeah, definitely. Just make sure you have a scanner and all this other stuff. You got a lot of work to do to get the money out.
It's always easier to put it on and I know I got the same gripe. How come I could put it on in 2 seconds, but to get it out, I gotta jump through hoops and go get my a pint of blood. I get it. I feel the same way about it. And it shouldn't be, but that's the way it is. But I have not had any problem ever collecting, so I can say that just stick with the process and it'll be all good. It'll work its way out.
All I can tell you and Dream, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but I'm going to just let everybody know, don't ever take the bonus money.
I never take the bonus money.
Don't ever guys, don't listen. It looks cool. It looks cool in your account. You put $100 in and they give you, $25 bonus or something like that. It's all BS. Because what ends up happening is that if you win with that, they credit it to your account and then you have what's called a rollover. So you got to bet like 6-7 times with that money and it gets mixed in with your own money and then all of a sudden you're then you're fighting for a payout. They're like, oh, no, you got to roll it over 6 times. So
you took a rollover in 1972.
BS, man. Don't take bonus money, guys. If that's one thing you can pick up from this show, trust me, don't take it.
Yeah, I have to, you know what? A couple of them, and we're going to get into this next week, but a couple of them have different bonus type systems. 5 Dimes actually had a different system. I got to get into, we'll get into this next week, but there are a couple of systems you could use with the bonus. I mean, like, if you know you're going to play for a while, like at the beginning of football season, like I know I'm playing the next, 20-something weeks. So you might want, I never take the bonus. I never take the bonus because I want my money. But if you know you're going to be playing for the next 20-something weeks, then you might want to go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Just be cognizant that, like Hatter said, there are a lot of stipulations. You usually have to roll over 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 30 times in order for you to get a payout. But, if you, generally speaking, if you play the whole thing and you play all the way to the end, by week 16 or whatever, or the playoffs, you're free. You've done it. So
yes, sir.
Just give that some thought. But that's going to be a great show. Both of us are fine-tuning a lot of the homework on. We could do the show right now with the general stuff, but there's a bunch of little small caveats that we want to make sure we're dead right about certain specific books. So this show will be great. A great idea. Hatter came to me with it this morning. I think that's an awesome idea.
Absolutely, dude. So looking very much forward to that, kid. And we got a lot of stuff coming up, man. So we got tomorrow's Freaky Fridays. What do we have coming up next week? We got my man Vin Vegas coming on, right?
Vin Vegas is coming on. We got Bet in the Dream is coming on. He'll do a little bit of talk about some horses and some ponies, I think. We've got my man Big Splee coming on tomorrow. And later on in the show today, we got my boy Tip Talker calling in.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. Beautiful. So guys, like I alluded to before, we got some baseball on the ticket, and I think we need to have a little bit of conversation about the games during the day. So why don't we get right into that, man, and see what we got. Taking a look at this, just pulling up my screen. All right. I see a nasty one already, right away. 1:05 Eastern, guys. You got the Baltimore Orioles coming into the New York Stanks. And Baltimore has Ubaldo Jimenez. New York Yankees are putting Masahiro Tanaka on. New York minus 150 with an under-over of 8 runs. I hate this series. I hate a stomach ache, dude. This series has been nothing but headaches for everybody. I mean, a bunch of people did have the stanks yesterday, including my boy Big Splee Picks, who's coming on tomorrow. And congratulations to you guys. And I believe Sin City Maverick also had it. I hate these teams. I hate pretty much the whole AL East at this point, with the exception of Toronto. I'm so done with. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, dude? What do you got? I said it yesterday in the show, man. You know, the Yankees. I'm sorry, but you got to take your hat off to the Yankees for doing what they're doing this year with that team. You know, I mean, at the beginning of the season, a lot of people did not, think that they were going to be this successful. They're playing pretty good baseball, brother. I got to take my hat off to them. I mean, okay, yeah, all right, I am a Yankee fan too, but you guys know I don't like baseball, so that's like a wash. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is impressive what they're doing with this lineup. A lot of things weren't expected out of them. CC's pitched the majority of the year, and I think he's done as a pitcher. You know, everybody thought A-Rod was done. The guy hasn't played baseball in 2 years. He comes back and he's, like he hasn't missed a beat. Right. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you got Teixeira coming off of injuries. You know, he's having a decent. I mean, this team is not, is not your father's Yankees team, so to say, yeah. And. They're playing good baseball, brother. You know what I'm saying? And have been pretty consistent throughout the year.
Yeah, I feel you. Hey, my boy Marlon just hit me up. He said, why don't we do a female show with all of our female audience? Like, get First Lady, the Queen, and Vegas Girl all on the same show.
Yeah, we've done shows like that in the past. We can entertain that thought for a minute, especially as we got some time. You know, the issue with having a guest on during baseball season is there's so damn many baseball games. We implement the guest in there. We always run over.
Yeah, right. Big time. Well, hey, at some point, Dream, we may have to be running over like all the time. Which we'll get into that at some point. But let me get my boy Tip Talker on the line here, if I could. Oh man, hold on one second.
Remember in the beginning when you used to get a guest and used to hang up on me every time?
Yeah. Right.
We come a long way. Yeah. We haven't come that far.
Oh, man, I'm trying to get him on, but it's just not working right now. I don't know what's happening. But, hey, we'll hopefully he'll call back, and we'll get him on the line here. No, what I was doing was I wasn't adding him to a group call, dude.
Oh.
So I was just like, picking them up and hanging you up all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
I remember the first days that we first started, it was brutal. But, hey, we got through it. We are what we are at this point today, and always growing and trying to improve what we do. Some of you guys that listened back then, matter of fact, this month has kind of been a flashback of back then because we used to feature 2 guests.
Yeah, right. Right, a
daily.
Day, dude.
A day, 2 guests a day.
Sometimes 3. I used to go 3.
And I remember when we first started. Do you remember Sports Sullivan? You guys, you know what? You think we got guys now that are bizarre that mess with us? Oh my God! When we first started, we had a couple of dudes. Oh my God! These guys sound like they were calling us from the basement of the Pentagon or somewhere. They were public enemy #1. Like we were talking to Dillinger, somebody locked up in the basement, calling us and talking to us about the line movement and all kinds of crazy stuff. But we used to have we had quite a few really controversial people on, and then we had to obviously adjust the format a tad bit. And I think the format we're using now is pretty good. We decided this month, we made a real emphasis on guests, guys, and that's why we had so many people on. We've made a real emphasis on having guests this month. As we are moving into the future, we wanted to get a lot of people, and especially guys that support us, on to chit-chat with them.
Yes, do I have my man, finally, Tip Talker on the line?
Hey, guys, good morning. How are you?
Oh, what's up, buddy? How are you?
TT, what's happening, baby?
Hey, Dream. Hey, Rob.
How are you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic.
Oh,
that's awesome
good.
Man.
Loving the energy.
Sorry about that. Once again, just to reiterate what I've been saying, it's great to have you on. You are a loyal supporter, always giving positive contributions to the show. And our goal this month was to get people on that retweet and go out of your way to try to help us as much as possible.
Well, yeah, this is the SBTVNation, the best show in the world.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Very, very happy to hear it. Where are you from, brother?
I'm from Cali, California.
Oh, okay. So you're up bright and early listening to us every day, man. We love it.
Every day.
It's awesome, dude. So
you guys are a lot of fun, I'm telling you.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, we're having an absolute ball, man, every single day. You know what I mean? It just puts a smile on our face to do the show. But well, are you a handicapper? Are you a gambler? What are you doing out there, brother?
Strictly a gambler for fun. You know, I do a few plays as possible, not a whole lot, just enough to make some money.
Oh, good for you, man. Good for you. And what are you feeling about this baseball right now, dude?
The past few days I've been winning. I'm going 2-0, 2-0, and 2-0 3 days in a row. So I'm up a little bit.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. What kind of questions you got for our guest, Dream?
Well, first I want to know, how's the baseball season been treating you in general?
Well, there was a little slump there for a week or so. We all went through it. But like I say, the past few days, it's been really good.
Oh, nice.
Went through it. I apparently am still going through it, as I could not get Arizona to cash last night. I just don't get it, man. They have just fallen off
Big
right
time.
before the All-Star break. You know, it's like they just said, all right, guys, we'll see you next year.
Yeah, they had the bases loaded, and they kept getting, free strikeouts. So, yeah, I don't get Arizona.
That's a real agitating thing. And they were really hitting the ball, because Hatter and I have been watching them prior to that. They had really been hitting ball and making good contact. Do you find are you playing all the teams, or is there a couple of, because see, I usually fall in love with a couple of teams and try to ride them.
That's what I do. Like the Angels, they're on a 7-0 run right now. The Angels are on fire.
Okay.
I know, and you know what, dude? They've covered the run line in all those wins.
Absolutely.
Like dude, Dream. If you saw my what I'm doing with the Angels, it's like every day they're getting money. Boom, boom, boom. Because they're covering run lines every day, dude. Sick.
Right.
Yeah, the Monday doubleheader, man. They took both of those, and that was my 2-0 day as well.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, looking at them, I mean, in their last, their last 5 games. 5-2, 7-0, 7-3, 11-1, and 3-0. Wow. Crazy.
And the Angels have been, I have noticed them throughout the season, they have been good when they're home. So it's actually something that I should have been cognizant of as far as taking them for the series. My only issue with them, you guys know I don't play the run. I won't play the run line. Listen, I struggle with baseball enough. The run line is a hard pill for me to swallow. As I'm seeing your success, though, it's something I'm raising an eyebrow to. Maybe next season I'm gonna need a whole off season of looking at it and maybe figuring it out. But I'm still not willing to play the run line. Yeah, I do know the advantages. I get it. I understand it. But for me, you know how I feel. To me, it's about the win, and I'd be so agitated if I lost, because of that one run. That'd be real agitating to me.
And that happens all the time.
It does, man. It does. There was.
Do you play that run line, Tip Talker?
No. I play money lines.
Okay.
I'm too scared.
I hear you, brother.
Scared to do that. Yeah.
I really enjoy it when the team is away and they're favored. That's when I love it because you get all 9 at bats. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite thing to do. Is that when you get the home team, you only get 8 if they're winning. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Yep.
I really like the away team, and it actually comes out. I want to say it's either 4 to 5% more for an away favorite to cover a run line versus a home favorite. I did there was like homework done on like 2,000 games. I'll put this article out later on Twitter, guys, so you can read it. But yeah, it's actually like 4 to 5% more for a road favorite to cover a run line versus a home favorite. So works out.
Tip Talker, you want to ride along while we go through some of these games and maybe give us your thoughts?
Sure.
Which ones stick out at you? Have you looked at any yet?
Yeah. I'm kind of liking Houston today.
All
with the
right.
colors.
Oh,
of the Smiley.
don't say that to Hatter with him on. He already probably ready to hang up on you now.
The Dreams, Houston Astros.
You know what? I am gonna. You know what? It's funny that you said that, and I've been getting hit up ever since you started that. By the way, Hatter, I've been getting hit up on Twitter with your Astros, and everybody keeps talking about my Astros. I'm like, yo, I'm not an Astros fan.
Dream's gonna get a nasty rainbow-colored Astros jersey specifically for the playoffs.
They're like, yo, you're Astros. And then yesterday was ironic too. Is I got a Dodger. I got a your Dodgers. I'm like, guys, first and foremost, I hate baseball.
Dodgers are scary.
So,
yeah.
So to align me with any team is insane. But that Dodger team, I'll tell you right now, I like what the Dodgers, and I've been talking about them since the beginning of the season. They've had a couple of seasons that they were highly touted, and they got disappointed finishes. And I like the way they're going about their business this year, as there's not a bunch of noise out of that camp. They're just going about it quietly and winning, and that, like you said, is dangerous.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they're scary.
Yep.
But all right, so you like the Astros today against the Red Sox. That's an 8:30 start. We got McCullers on the mound for the Astros. He's 4-3 with a 2.52 ERA. You got Miley on the mound for the Red Sox. He's 8-8 with a 4.49 ERA. Red Sox are 20-30 on the road. Haven't played that well since All-Star break. In fact, they've played awful. The Astros are 32-17 at home. I got an over and under number of 8. Hatter, what do you have for a line? Because I got Houston minus 140.
I don't have a lineup yet. I got to take a look at our website and see what I got there, and go from there. So, Tip Talker, what are you seeing here? So, you think the Houston Astros get the job done again versus the sliding Boston Red Sox?
I think so, and they're at home. I got 3 home teams today, and I like Houston at home today.
All right. Let me take a look at some trends and see what we got. I mean, if you look at a smart chart here, runs for, runs against, runs differential, team ERA, offensive walks, strikeouts, defensive hits, and walks, the Houston Astros are far superior than the Boston Red Sox. Boston 0-5 straight up in their last 5 games, and Houston is 8-1 straight up in their last 9 games at home, guys. So, hey, you get a team like the Red Sox kind of sliding a little bit. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and Houston's doing pretty good as of late. So
the only thing that scares me about the Red Sox, they can't play any worse.
Yeah, right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the scare. Because I looked at this series when it started, and I wanted to, but I was like, damn, man, I just feel like the Red Sox, they're playing the worst that they've played so far this season, it seems like. So I was afraid because, like I said, they can't play any worse, but apparently they can.
Yeah, right, exactly. I can tell you where it all happened, guys. It all happened when Clay Buchholz went down.
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right.
The minute Clay Buchholz went down, they lost that game, and it was over. That was when they played the Yankees, and ever since then.
That's a pretty good point, Hat.
Yeah. You know what it is? Because, he was emerging, dude. He
Yeah,
started
right.
out really bad, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, wow, maybe we got an ace. Maybe we got a shot. And then, as soon as he went down, it was like, boom, it just kind of it took the wind out of their sails, you know what I mean?
But on the flip side of that, I get Buchholz going down, but what the hell happens to your bats, though?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just in their psyche or something like that.
Psyche,
you got these guys, liking female Instagram photos in the dugouts and stuff like that. I mean, these things impact you a little bit. So hey, we'll see. So Tip Talker, you are on Dreams, Houston Astros. All right. So what else you got, brother?
I'm kind of looking at St. Lucia's stomachache again today.
Oh, dude, how about a stomachache yesterday? Dream, this is probably this is a real good potential World Series matchup, dude. Kansas City coming into the St. Lucia Cardinals, man.
I got to tell you that St. Lucia, they are a stomachache, but they're not a stomachache at home. Okay, just keep that in mind, as they are 33-12 at home. So I don't know if you're gonna get a stomachache at home, especially with my man Lackey on the mound, 8-6, 2.90 ERA. The Royals coming in 25-19 on the road. They got Guthrie, and I can't stand him. I think he stinks. He's 7-5 with a 5.36 ERA. So So I got to be honest with you. I don't think you're going to have too much of a stomachache because I'm eyeballing this possibly to take a series play on this next. Even though I gotta fall back a little bit after losing last night.
Wow.
And reevaluate. But KC, impressive most of the season. Not that impressive as of late. To me,
they just smacked the Pirates around, though, dude.
Yeah, they did, but would you call it smacking around, or would you call it they beat them, but they struggled a bit?
No, smacked them around. They won the series, and they beat them. They covered run lines in both wins, dude.
Got you, but they didn't sweep them, though, did they?
They did not sweep them.
See, to me, a
Milwaukee
smack
Brewers
around
swept them.
is a sweep.
I got it. Tip Talker, what do you think about this? What Dream is saying here, brother?
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
Yeah.
I like Dream. He's got some good observations.
Yeah.
Good observation, but it ain't working though.
Well, Kansas City.
It's like I spotted the accident in front of us and still got hit.
My other team today is your Yankees too, the Stanks.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. That's a sore subject for me. Let's see. That's a 105 start. The AL East is just a sore subject for me outside of the Toronto Blue Jays. But taking a look at this game, what do you got? So we talked about the Ovalo Jimenez versus Masahiro Tanaka. Dream, what do you got for ERAs and stuff?
All right, we got Tanaka on the mound, 6-3 with a 3.65 ERA. The Yankees are 29-17 at home, and I believe the Yankees now are beginning to have a little chip on their shoulder and a little bit of that swag as we're the Yankees and we're good. Jimenez is coming in. He's 7-5 with a 3.29 ERA. The Orioles are 19-29 away, so they don't play that well on the road. I am also slightly leaning towards the Yankees. I also like in this situation, believe it or not, I do like the no-score first inning. It's a slight lean,
dude.
So you guys are gonna have to wait for me to put it out later.
I gotta.
Great.
I'm gonna let Tip Talker talk first, and then I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna kind of talk to you about the no score first inning. What do you? So you're feeling the Yankees, huh, brother?
Yeah, those are my three home teams for today: is Houston, St. Louis, and the Stanks.
Okay, all right, Dream. You got to understand something though. The Yankees, and this still holds true. They score the most first inning runs out of any team in the major leagues.
And I know we talked about it yesterday. I know,
yeah.
and they clobbered 3 yesterday right out of the gate.
Yeah, and the last time you did that, it didn't come to it didn't
work. I know.
So,
I know.
And you know what? I mean, do whatever you want. I mean, it's just me looking out for you. Baltimore has 4.38 runs a game on average, and the Stanks are over 4.5. Both of these pitchers, somewhat decent. I mean, if Tanaka could stay healthy, I think they'll be all right. And especially if they bring Chapman into the lineup, I think they'll be pretty good. But for the most part, hey, if you're gonna do that, I wish you the best of luck, man.
No doubt, and unlike some people, I always listen to what others have to say in reference to anything that comes to gambling. In this particular case, I'm kind of rolling on a due to have a no-score first inning situation, if that makes any sense to you. It's more of they're due to have a shaky start, and they've been playing the last 3 days. You got a 1 o'clock start. I'm thinking they can get out of that first inning with no score. So it's more of a gamble. I mean, they're all gambles, but it's more of I think that they're due to not score in the first inning gamble than anything else.
Got you. Tip Talker, so you're feeling the Houston Astros, the New York Yankees, and the St. Louis Cardinals all on a money line. Are you taking them all separate? You going to parlay them? You going to do
No.
What are you doing?
All separate on those.
Okay.
Smart.
All right, cool, man. Cool. Well, hey, I wish you the best of luck, brother. I hope you get a clean sweep today and rock and roll from there, man. Why don't you put that out on Twitter and we'll retweet it for you? How about that?
You got it, and let's get that money.
Oh, yes, sir, man. You got anything to plug? Anybody that you want to show love to before we kick this thing off?
Just the whole fantastic SBTV Nation, and shout out to you, Canadian Picks, and just everybody that listens to the show. It's a fantastic, best show in the universe.
Awesome, man. Well, we really appreciate the kind words, dude. Thank you so much for that, dude.
And come on, Freaky Friday.
Yes, sir. Yeah. You're usually one of the odds-on favorites. Congratulations on winning that, by the way.
Yeah, 4-1, not
Tip
bad.
Talker, I got to be honest with you. I go to your page and look at your flicks. I think we might be related.
Yeah, we gotta get Ray's. Ray's is gonna be in. She's my assistant. She'll be in here tomorrow, and I don't know if she reached out to you yet, but we need to get your T-shirt size and your address and all that. And Dream, the shirts are ridiculous, huh?
Yeah, we just put the finishing touches on it last week. Yeah, I know. Well, we ended up doing what we talked about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know if we put the finishing touches on it last week, I think you're going to be very happy, Tip Talker. As the shirts were, the concept of them was a great idea. I thought good idea.
Yes.
Fantastic, guys.
All right, brother. Take care, man. Have a great one. Thank you for calling so early. We appreciate it.
You got it, guys, and keep up the good work, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right, Dream. Awesome dude, huh? Great energy, just positive vibes. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's so cool to have guys on that retweet us in the morning. It gives me such a, it's my way, our way of giving back a little bit, saying thank you, to have them on just to kick it for a few minutes. And I know some guys' energy is a little bit different than others. And you guys, there's a couple of guys who didn't get on because, they were a little bit nervous. Guys, I don't know why you guys get nervous with this. Like, nobody can see you and the people don't really know you. But I get it. I get it. Some people don't like that. But we just really wanted to concentrate on having people on that positively contribute to the show. I see you guys out there all the time, and some of the negative stuff that comes through, you guys always got our backs. You're always up front for us and doing your thing for us, and just our little way of giving back and saying thank you for riding along, and thank you for getting what this vision is and what this mission is that we're trying to do, because a lot of people really don't get what we're doing. All they're focused on is what we're picking, the wins and the loss, and this and that, and they're affiliated with this and that. It's not about that, guys. And once again, if you're new, I would just go real quick in saying that this was about putting a community of people together, sports gamblers, handicappers, the like, and providing information and us all sharing information, trying to improve our style and our way of betting. All right? That's what the main focus of this is about. It wasn't about, hey, take $100 and we're going to make $1 million for you in 8 or 9 weeks or this. That's not, that's the side thing that we like to do because we share our gambling with you. But that's not what this was created for. Right. And a lot of the people, the critics, have got on board, and they're focusing on the wrong thing. That's not what SBTV is about or was ever about. That was just something that we added because we're doing it, and we thought, I fell in love with everybody once I got on here and started running my mouth. Yeah, and all the love I started getting back, I fell in love with everybody. So now I share like all the stuff that I do with you guys for the most part. My kids' birthdays, at the beach, whatever, because I feel more like it's a family and a community that we created. So to me, it's all about all of that. It encompasses all of that. So I share a lot of extra things that maybe was, first initially decided that we were gonna run with. So just thank you guys all for your support as always.
Absolutely, man. Let's get into the next game here. We got Seattle at Detroit at 1:08 p.m. Another over game yesterday for the Detroit Tigers. It's just been absolutely crazy. They won 9-4 yesterday, and they have, Seattle has Iwakuma on the mound, and Detroit has Mr. David Price.
All right, and we got D. Price going 9-3 with a 2.32 ERA. He is definitely trying out for a new job, so look for him to be stellar in his performance today. As the Tigers are 25-26 at home, the Mariners are 23-25 on the road. Iwakuma's coming in 2-1 with a 4.89 ERA. I would look for Price to do his thing today, as he's probably he's auditioning for a new job.
Yeah, right. They're so wishy-washy, these teams, though. It's almost like they put out some information and then pull it back and then put it out and pull it back. It's kind of crazy, man. I've been monitoring this trade deadline stuff forever now. And all next week they're going to be actually doing it. It's really going to heat up next week, bro.
Well, they're trying to, get the most bang for your buck and get the best deal that they could ink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. So, taking a look at this game, you got, let's see, did you go through – you didn't go through the numbers, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, let me just take a look I'm trying to remember what you said about the Detroit Tigers home record. The home record.
Hold on one second. I'll pull it right back
Yeah,
up.
my bad. That's the numbers I was talking about. They are 500 right now, 47-47. So when you look at these teams, bro, I said this yesterday. I really think that they're very similar as far as a power ranking and an eye test. I really do, and I think this is a really hard game to figure out. All
Right,
I
I said that they were. I'm sorry, you're right. 47-47. I said they were 25-26 at home.
25-26 at home. So really nothing to write home about at all.
Yeah,
Just middle of the road team. You know what I mean? Just kind of exchange. You know, it's like they're exchanging wins and losses here, man. Guys, you know what? I have no opinion in this. I could just tell you that Seattle is 2-5 straight up in the last 7 games, and they are 2-4 in the last 6 on the road. Detroit 3-6 in their last 9 games as well. I think both of these teams are done, dude.
You know what? I got a slight lean. I got to tell you, I got a slight lean on Detroit, as I think that, first off, Seattle doesn't scare you. Like you said, they're mediocre and not that great on the road at 23-25.
Yeah.
Not that bad, though, either, considering. I would think they would be worse than that.
Pitiful offense as well.
Right. But I kind of am leaning. I kind of like Detroit. Like I said, I mean, Price is definitely, I think he's going to go out and show off a little bit and, show that he's still got a lot of stuff left and he could be a positive contribution to whatever teams that are looking at him. So, yeah, I'm going to have a slight lean Detroit. You got a 108 start. I kind of like the under in the game as well. Wow, I can't believe I like all of this about this game.
Well,
but
go ahead.
But I may take Detroit today. I may take a shot with Detroit. Guys, we're talking $25.
I got a pretty good idea for you.
Go ahead.
Detroit's bullpen is just atrocious, bro.
Yep.
So why don't you consider doing a first 5 innings with Detroit?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
Yeah, think about it, guys. So you'll get, it'll be half the juice. You know what I'm saying? So you're just expecting Detroit to have a lead after 5 innings. So
good idea, bro. Good idea.
Yeah, something to think about, because Price, if he's having a stellar day, he's going to go at least 6-7 innings. 6-7
innings, it should be and be solid. Yeah. Excellent idea. See, that's what the show's all about.
That's what it's all about, baby. All right, so let's see. Going to the next game we have on a ticket, guys. We have the Minnesota Twins coming into the LA Angels, and the Minnesota Twins are really, at home, it's just, I say this all the time, man. At home, they're one team, and on the road, they're another team. It's just mind-boggling. But the LA Angels got their number, man. I don't have a line here, but the Minnesota Twins have Irvin, Santana, LA Angels, Garrett Richards. What you got for a line there and numbers?
I have the Twins. I have the LA Angels minus 170. I've got an over and under of 7.
Ooh, man. That is still heavy juice. No, how could you not back the Angels at this point? I mean, with the injuries that's kind of going down, though, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little nerve-wracking. That under-over of 7 is very interesting, especially with both of these teams averaging over 4 runs a game, bro. It seems kind of low to me.
Yeah, 7 does seem low because it looks like the Angels could get that themselves.
I know, right. I get, what we got to do is take a look at the lineup as it materializes. I mean, it's a 3:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time start, so I would presume around the 12:30, 1 o'clock hour, maybe 1:30, we'll get the roster. And we'll see, who's batting where, and then we'll make that. We'll have the conversation on the total.
Oh, gotcha. Santana is 1-0 with a 3.66 ERA. The Twins are 19-28 on the road. We have the Angels who are 31-18 at home. Richards is 10 with a 3.
Your headset's going crazy right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Richards is 10-6 with a 3.24 ERA. Is it still going nuts?
No, it's fine now.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So taking a look at this, believe it or not, though, man, the total's going under in 4 of the last 6 Minnesota games, and under in 10 of the last 13 LA Angels games at home. It's because the pitching and the bullpen have been pretty decent, man. So maybe it's something that we need to kind of fall back from, Dream. I don't know if I love it as much as I don't want to say I love David Price first 5 innings, but it does definitely make sense. Let's go over to the next game and see what we have. We have Toronto at Oakland, 3:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time start. Toronto, Drew Hutchinson, Oakland, Scotty Kazmir, and I don't have a line on my page yet. What you got?
All right. I've got Oakland minus 108.
Oakland minus 108 with an under-over of
7.5.
7.5. Okay. Talk to me about Casimir and Hutchinson, please.
All right. Casimir is 5-5 with a 2.38 ERA. They have the A's are 21-28 at home. The Blue Jays are 20-29 on the road, and Hutchinson is 9-2 with a 5.19.
Taking a look at this, we got Clown Man Swag on there. We got James Knoll. What's up? Tip Talker, yes, great job on the show as well. Just really good, man. I'm looking forward to getting more and more people on here, brother. Just a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? Toronto Blue Jays, a 500 team, 48-48. This is a tough game for me, man, because, you look at the Oakland A's. I mean, they give up less than 4 runs a game with this pitiful record. They're 8 games under 500. Their team ERA is about 3.79, but then you got Toronto being the best offensive in baseball coming over there. Drew Hutchinson, like you said, his ERA is not all that at all, but his record in the ERA is crazy, huh?
Yeah, it is.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Scotty Casimir, I mean, look at the difference between the pitchers, guys. Take a look at it. Read those one more time for me. The ERAs
and the ERA and the
ERAs and records, dude. Guys, and read it a little slowly so we can really digest this. Listen to the difference here.
Casimir is 5-5 with a 2.38 ERA.
2.38 ERA with a 500 record. And what's your other guy?
Hutchinson is 9-2 with a 5.19 ERA.
Unbelievable, man. So it looks like maybe they should trade these pitchers. And I think they'll be, you know what I'm saying? And I think they'll be more successful.
Yeah, but see, the thing is you would think that it would look that way, but it's all about that bat support. You know what I'm saying? It's Hutchinson, obviously, and then of course, the schedule comes into play. So there's a lot of underlying circumstances that come out. But yeah, like you said, it looks like they should change pitchers.
Well, it would even it out anyway. It wouldn't.
Yeah, right.
Drew Hutchinson would be pissed, I think, because he got a 9-2 record with an over 5 ERA. Absolutely madness, kid. Unbelievable. Toronto 2-5 in the last 7 games on the road, and Oakland is 5-2 in the last 7 games. Interesting, and 5-1 straight up in the last 6 when playing the Toronto Blue Jays. So I don't know, man. You know what? Taking a look at this game, it's really tough for me to call this. I don't like when you have a potent offense going against a pretty strong defense in a pitcher's park. I'm going to kind of fall back from it and keep it moving. When you look at it last night, the Oakland A's did win that game by 1 run, so we'll keep it moving. Next one we have on the ticket is the Washington Nationals coming into the sliding Pittsburgh Pirates. Washington has Doug Fister, Pittsburgh Francisco Laurie. What do you got there?
Laureano's 5-6 with a 2.98 ERA. The Pirates are 32-16 at home. The Nationals are 23-23 on the road. Fister is 3-5 with a 4.30 ERA as well.
Wow, interesting, man. This is going to be a pretty good matchup. Pittsburgh. I mean, listen, guys. I told you that they're banged up. You're obviously seeing them. I want to say that they're 1-5 coming off the All-Star break. Kind of sliding a little bit, man. I know that they had to play at the Brewers and at K-Sizzle, which our team's playing pretty damn hot. But, now you got the Nasties coming into town. And I got news for you, man. I mean, it just seems like the Nasties versus elite pitchers can't get it done. So now that I'm talking about it, I do understand the line. I just would not bet this game at all. I think this is more of a watch. You know what I'm saying? Because if Pittsburgh loses this series, I think they got some issues.
I agree with Fister having some issues, but what's his name has not been. He's been up and down this year. I haven't liked. You know what? I don't really like the Nationals pitching.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, with the exception of Scherzer. You know what I'm saying?
But, I don't like Zimmerman, and I don't like Fister.
Yeah. Laureano's been pretty dope, but he's got 2.98 ERA with a 5-6 with a losing record, man.
Yeah, I know.
That goes to show you guys. Listen, I keep trying to tell you this, man. You look at this Pittsburgh Pirates team, and they'll have 7-8 runs one game, and then 1 run the next game, and then 2 runs the next game, and then 8 runs the next game. They're so inconsistent with their bats. I just don't think they're going to get it done in the playoffs, man. So hey, just be careful. They're 1-5 straight up in the last 6 games, but they are 8-1 straight up in the last 9 games at home, Dream.
But if their pitching is dope, I mean, you look at a team like the Pirates, and you could kind of compare them to last year's just slightly. If the pitching is dope, you compare them to the Giants. And we all know that this, people have been saying it for years. I kind of pay attention, but then I don't. But pitching wins series games. Yeah. So, if they get a great, performance out of your pitchers, apparently you don't really need all the bats.
No. But
I want to come through with bats.
Yeah, right. I know. I'd rather be the Toronto Blue Jays. You know
what I'm saying? I want to bat it up, but then I say that, and then I cannot stop remembering last year what happened to the Oakland A's, and the A's were scoring an average of like 10 runs a game, and just it was a wrap.
Yeah, definitely, man. A lot of people on here are feeling the Detroit first 5 innings.
All right.
Wow. Hey, big ups to Crush the Bookie on this morning, brother. How you doing, man? Good to hear from you as well. So let's see. Going to the next one we have on the ticket. Dream is your LA. I'm sorry, we don't have the Dodgers yet. We have Chicago at Cleveland. Chicago White Sox, Jeff Samardzija. Cleveland, Trevor Bauer. And I don't have a line on this yet. I'm sure you do, though.
Cleveland minus 131, over and under of 7.5. Bauer is 8-6 with a 4.03 ERA. Samardzija 6-5 with a 4.08 ERA. The Indians are 19-26 at home. The White Sox are 18-28 on the road.
Oh, God, awful, huh? Both of them are just bad, man. I don't know. You know what? When you take a look at this game, I mean, Chicago White Sox, man, lost a heartbreaker last night, huh?
Yeah, they did.
Had a 2-0 lead most of the game.
They love to lose.
Oh, they love it. They do love it. And you know what?
Danks.
Yeah.
Told you Connecticut's Danks.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Both teams are under 500. I still don't understand why Cleveland's odds are not steeper to win the World Series. It's only 60-1. I don't see them making any kind of noise whatsoever, dude. So, guys, just wait on that if you're doing a future. I wouldn't even get involved in it, to be honest with you. But Toronto. Chicago, the under is going under in 5 of the last 7 games, and they are 1-6 in their last 7 as well. But Cleveland 4-2 in the last 6 at home, man. So I don't know. You know what? This is a ugly game. I would not want to get involved in this one at all. And I'm sure you agree with me on that.
No, yeah, this got nothing to do. I don't like this at all. Nope.
All right, so let's keep it moving to the next one here, dude. We got the LA Dodgers coming into the New York Mets. Very interesting series this should be, dude. Very, very interesting series. So let's see what we got here. Hold on. All right, so LA has Clayton Kershaw on the mound. The New York Mets are bringing in Bartolo Colon. The way Kershaw is pitching, there's no way I would bet against him right now. What do you have for odds there?
The odds I have, LA minus 213.
Oh!
The over and under is 6.5.
Wow. That's I don't know about that, man. You know what? Kershaw just brings the steam. He brings all the money in, man. That's why, it's always minus 200. Regardless, dude, it doesn't even matter where they're at.
Yeah, they were
versus the Washington Nationals, dude, in their ballpark, and Kershaw was like minus 190.
Yeah, the Mets though are in their traditional time to fall off part of the season.
Yeah, you're right.
Anybody who's a Met fan knows exactly what I'm talking about. As for some reason, right after the All-Star break, the Mets like to go turkey, not ham.
Yes, exactly. I mean, they're trying to. My understanding is moves for a bat, but like I said, I mean, there's not really any elite bats out there. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Bartolo Colon has been getting smoke showed, by the way, dude.
It's fun. This man, it's sad because we live on the East Coast. I got a bunch of friends that are Met fans, and I watch them every year. Every year, I get the Texas first thing of the year, and then every year, like right after the All-Star break, I get crickets.
Dude, you know what? I feel the same way with my Miami Dolphins in the NFL, dude. It's like, they want to go out 6-1, 6-0, 8-0, stuff like that, and then just fall off in December. You know what I mean? It's just like the
but you're cognizant of them. You keep quiet. One thing I'll give you as a fan of the Dolphins, you don't do a lot of rah-rah with them with me.
No, never.
Yeah, I got other friends, like whenever they're a fan of teams, they like to keep me abreast of the records.
Definitely, man. So looking at Bartolo Colon's last start, man, you remember them, the 12-2 loss versus St. Lucia?
Yeah.
4 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 7 earned runs. Ouch.
Big
Nasty.
B is on the mound. He's got a 9-8 record with a 4.86 ERA. The Mets are 32-14 at home, which that is a bright spot as their home record. Unfortunately, they got the Dodgers coming in town. Mr. Kershaw, it seemed like he's gotten it together. 7-6 with a 2.68 ERA, and the Dodgers are 21-25 on the road. Very interesting game today.
21-25 on the road, did you say?
Yeah, I know.
Wow, wow. No wonder why they're, no wonder why a $100 better is down with the Dodgers. Dude, $100. Listen, they're 12 games over 500, guys, but you're down almost $1,000 if you're a $100 better betting them every single day. So keep that in the back of your brains. It's just like they're heavily heavily wagered on all the time. The Mets bats, dude, 3.46 runs a game. Ouch, nasty. They are 9-3 in the last 12 at home, though, so keep that in the back of your brains when you are gambling on them, guys. The next one we have on a ticket, let me see. We already talked about Kansas City and St. Lucia. We already talked about Houston Astros and Boston. Let's talk about this series, man. The Milwaukee Brewers coming into the Arizona Diamondbacks, and I was able to fade them yesterday and get some money back. Actually, it was the money that I lost the night before. That's how I structured it. But Milwaukee has Michael Fiers on the mound, who is actually probably going to be on the trading block, guys. He's having a pretty good year so far, man. He started off shaky, but is kind of turning it around. Arizona has Zach Godley on the mound, and I don't have a line. What do you got?
Zach's getting his first start. The numbers I have is Milwaukee minus 122. The over and under is 8.5. The Diamondbacks are 23-25, at home. The Brewers are 22-24 on the road. Fiers is 5-7 with a 3.79 ERA. And I got enough of the Diamondbacks just with the last series, so I'm going to be a wrap with them this series.
Yeah, and the last thing you want to do is bet against the Milwaukee Brewers. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Especially with Fiers on the mound.
Yep.
He's been pretty dope. So taking a look at this, I want to see Fiers' last few starts here. Hold on one second. Where are you? Pitcher logs. Last start, he won. Actually, he's won his last 5 decisions, man. Versus Pittsburgh, 4-1 victory, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned. Versus Atlanta, he got knocked around a little bit. 6 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned. And versus Cincinnati, 7 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs. Not bad, dude. He's only given up, 8. He's only given up 8 total earned runs in the last 5 games. Something to take a look at, man. And they got the bats to keep them in any game. So might be something to take a look at, guys. The Milwaukee Brewers with Fiers on the mound. So something to have the conversation about, Dream. The next one we have on the ticket is the final game. We got the Miami Marlins coming into the San Diego Padres. What a nasty game this is, man. Miami with Tom Kohler. San Diego has Tyson Ross, and I don't have a line on this either, but I'm sure you do. What you got?
Miami slickly did a little pitching change on me and my Diamondbacks. Guys, by the way, remember that Fernandez was not supposed to pitch last night, and he did. That was a little change that they made to their roster. So keep that in mind when you make these series plays as well. Sometimes you can get tricked up a little bit. It still doesn't give any excuse. We still should have won that game. We had Ray on the mound, so it was our ace against their ace. So I like my chances in that particular series, but it didn't come to fruition. Miami have Kohler on the mound. He's 7-6 with a 3.38 ERA. Ross is going for the Padres. He's 6-7 with a 3.38 ERA as well. Padres are 21-24 at home. Marlins are 16-32 away. Very interesting. Small lean. I got to go do the homework because I haven't looked at any of the numbers other than I'm looking at these I'm looking at these putrid offenses, and I'm looking at these pitchers' ERAs. There's a couple other more things that I like to check, but no score first inning. Slight lean on this one as well.
All right, big ups to my man Mario Martinez, our Costa Rica connection. What's up, buddy? How are you? Randomly Unpredictable is telling me to take the Mets plus 1.5. Dude,
no way.
I love you, but
no way.
With the Mets bats the way they are, I mean, you know, I don't know if they'll even score a run, to be honest with you. If Kershaw's on, then definitely not. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, I wish you the best of luck, man. I really hope you cash that. So that's pretty much it, Dream.
No doubt. I'm just sitting here looking, guys. The couple, you know, I love it. I want to like a bunch of baseball today, and on top of it, I got to go to the city, so I don't. It's not even like I will have time to really cognitively do the homework that I need to do. So I'm gonna have to actually rely on you to handle that no score the first 5 pick.
Yeah, the first 5 pick is we got to take a look at the rosters and see if we have any notables out of the lineup. But I think Detroit. I mean, they're putting up enough runs. And
you got a 1 o'clock start on that, so you're gonna have to hit me up, and you'll do the honors of putting it out on Twitter, for me, because I'm gonna be on the road. It's a pain in the neck trying to do it on the road. You know that, especially from New York.
Yeah. Well, hey, so listen. You don't have to put it out, man. Hey, if you're feeling it now, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, yeah. But I would like to do at least a little bit of homework and make sure before I go saying it. And it's one of your. I don't really do a lot of first 5s, and it was one of your recommendations. So I'm on it. I like it, but I would like to make sure we got the homework before we give it out to our people that are listening.
All right, sounds good, guys. So, taking a look at the card here, I mean, there are a lot of really good matchups to watch. I think it would be a real interesting game. Obviously, Twins in L.A. is a dope series. K-Sizzle at St. Lucia, though, dude. That's going to be a hell of a game, guys. So, keep that in mind. Tonight, that's a 7:15 start, and you've got 2 at 1 o'clock, 2 at 3:30, and the rest are all nightcaps. So that's pretty much going to do it for us, Dream. Great show.
And I like what my man Tip Talker said, guys. I really like St. Louis as well tonight. As Guthrie, I've been talking about him. I don't like him as a pitcher at all. I don't think he's that good. And you know how good St. Louis is at home. 33-12 at home. Lackey's going for them. He's got a pretty good ERA himself. So I really like the Cardinals in that particular matchup as well. But look for some information a little bit later. The only thing we're going to concentrate on right now is the first 5 with the Detroit, and also the Yankees no score first inning. That's more of a gamble, so that's something that I'm going to be out on the island with by myself, as I'm not recommending that, as Hatter has told you guys that the Yankees tend to score. No team scores more than the Yankees in the first inning.
Right.
So stay away from that. Guys, want to thank everybody that's retweeting the show, and thank you all for your support. Key MVUs out there, Shy Picks, System Pick 63, very funny picture that you put out this morning. My man Doc, thank you, brother, for listening and retweeting as well. Sports Talk Johnny's out there. Alejandro Yeps, Direct Sports Solution. Big ups to you, and we couldn't be more appreciative to your efforts, brother. And thank you so much once again. Total Sports Edge is out there. Getting to a Check is out there. The Moneyline Hunter, Snoopy Bets, Christos, Immaculate, Vegas Girl 92661, Tanakis, the ever-present Clown Man Swag, Jason Brush, Tip Talker. Thank you so much for coming on and kicking it with your boys. Sergio Rodriguez, Jerry Casado. D's out there as well. C. Rodriguez Jr., Volsky, my boy Marlon, Benjamin Rowe, JC, J. Rich the Mayor. I haven't seen you in a minute, and good to see you this morning. Tim Jonas, Hockey Immortal. What's going on, crazy man? Tyrone Reed, Cousin Pete of the Fake Fam. Good morning to you, brother, and I am sorry about the Jamaican debacle, but maybe we can make some money in some other directions. Guys, make sure you go check him out on his page. He puts his free plays out there as well for soccer, so you might want to go over there and take a look, as he may have some different adjustments now that the USA is out. Soccer's Finest is out there. Jordy Best is out there. Randomly Unpredictable, Justin Hernandez, and my man Sirach King J, just to name a few. Guys, I am The Dream. Thank you so much for all your support. Always remember who you with. Make the most of each and every day, as you cannot get this time back.
Yeah, guys, I want to apologize in advance if I am slow to get back to you today. I have a really nasty situation that I need to take care of. Dream, I bought a house yesterday.
Yep.
Right, never really. I walked through the basement. I mean, I'm one of them guys that can walk in 5 minutes and decide if I want to buy it or not, because that's I flip homes for a living, guys. That's what I do. And so I spent some time in the basement yesterday. Son, I came out infested with fleas.
Oh,
I have
dope.
fleas all over me, dude. So I am like totally disgusted by it. Got some in my vehicle. I bought like cans of off. I'm spraying it all in my vehicle. Dude, it's disgusting, dude. So I'm going to be dealing with that all day today, guys.
You a slumlord, son. Stop.
Yeah, right. It's a single-family house in the suburbs, man, and it's got fleas in it.
Easy living.
Oh, my God. She had a bunch of cats. It stinks like cats, but the smell and the dude. So whatever, guys. I'm going to be really, really busy today, so sorry about that. I want to apologize in advance. I'll try to get back to you later on once I take care of my insect problem. But we love you to death, guys. Go out there. Go easy. Do your own homework. Bet your own plays. Make all your dreams a reality and get that money. Take care.
Peace.